what's really going on? I have a YouTube account and I do it with my kids, and I look at the comments that people leave on there about the racial comments, the color, the ethnic group comments. And really, you don't know me, you don't know my kids, you don't know anything about us. And you have that right to make your comments, your opinions. But really, that's probably what's going on with this world right now and why there's so much confusion going on. We have kids that are doing things that 13, 14-year-old kids shouldn't be doing. It's because somebody's not taking concern or control of what's going on. You know, they're cutting back on schools now. They're taking and going to cut teachers' jobs. And these are the people that educate your kids, that get them ready to become future leaders of the world. But if you constantly taking things away from helping kids become future leaders, you're going to have more kids dropping out of school, in the streets, crime. And I'm not trying to say I'm somebody perfect, because I've had a life that is not glamorous and not pretty. But I do know that I don't want my kids, you know, going through the things that maybe I went through. And the reason, you know, is because it's tough out there. And if we don't give them something to do or show them that we have concern about their, say, upbringing and their education, then we're at fault, I believe. You know, it's just like the things that's going on with the Obama and Clinton thing. I don't, you know, I'm not sitting here saying I'm a political analyst, but some of the opinions that are made, you know, as far as this race thing, how can you just, you know, come up with these ideals that the reason why they said this or the reason why this was done is because of race? Man, that's the problem right now. There's just too much going on with the saying it's the color thing or the race thing or black, white, brown. Man, what's better for the world is really what the concern is. And if that's the case, then that means what's better for all black, white, brown, green, blue. That's what's basically the main concern, is what's good for the people. You know, it don't matter who does the job as long as they do the job. You know, there's just, it's crazy, man. You know, I look at, you know, seeing that there'd be a better way for your kids to come up, you know, it's crazy. You can't even let your kids go out your front door without being worried. I grew up in a small town and everybody knew everybody, and you didn't really worry about the things that were going on. And maybe the things were going on, but it wasn't at the magnitude it is nowadays. You know, it's like everybody's got so many different views on things, and the problem is there's not nobody got no views on what are we going to do to make it better. You know, you want to cut funding and, you know, cut teachers' jobs and make bigger classrooms. Really don't make sense, you know. I just try my best to be involved with my kids as best as I can and try to show them that, you know, life can be good to you if you work hard at it. And I try to show them responsibility, you know, teach them respect. And that's mainly the best thing I think you can do, is try to show your kids that they don't have to worry about anything. And at the same time, that they don't have to worry is that there's somebody there that, you know, is going to support them. And what do you do? That's my question. What do you do? So many people says that, hey, we're going to help. It's good to talk about it. But I think the most important thing is doing what you're talking about. You know, I think that there's so many good people out there. They just got bad reps, and people judge them off of them reps, and that's it for them. They don't get that opportunity to make it better. And I thought America was a place where, hey, you know, streets were paved with gold, and you get to Get you can have the opportunity to be anybody in life. Hey, Don King says, only in America, right? Yeah, only in America. But it seems like only in America is it confused about how to make it better for our kids and, you know, bringing it up, bringing bringing them up. I don't know. Maybe we'll wait and figure it out later, huh? Before it's too late. I wish somebody would, you know. But excuse me. I'd say you can do what you want to do. You know, you can keep making your comments. You can keep saying what you want to do as far as racial, about my kids, color, white, black. You know, in life, anybody can do what they want to do. You know, it's just some of you need to really think about what you want to do and start getting the understanding that this place, this world, this place we live in would be a lot better if there's a lot more people that would be better. And I just look at it this way. There's not there's not bad people, just confused people. There's not confused people. There's just not understanding. But hopefully one of these days, you know, life will get better.